Yo. We got 1 like and no viewer. How does that shit work? What's up, Jamie L? Just making breakfast burritos, which is why I'm filming it from this angle. Hello, Elizabeth Davis and Sherry Brossett. Literally just browning sausage and some potatoes. Forgot to turn the damn sound off on my phone. Nothing fancy today. Just making breakfast burritos. Bread pudding. You can keep that shit. Got wet bread and the... Nope. You had chili. Yeah, it's funny. I just had that conversation with the wife yesterday that I haven't made chili in a long time. Hello, Beth Mashburn. Yeah, I like making chili. But when it's 95 degrees for 6 months, well, like 92, for about 6 months, you tend to not make chili. Tomorrow is party chicken. It's my twins' 18th birthday. Hey, hey, hey. Happy birthday to the twins. Somebody asked me where. Where what? Taco soup. It's tasty. I make a good tortilla soup. Bubbles is working. Ricky is probably drunk sitting at the boat landing. And it's actually going to get down to the 60s. It's going to cool off overnight. Almost immediately overnight. I want to say it's like 88 degrees outside right now. And tomorrow is going to be 67 degrees, which means all the doors and windows are going to be open. Yay. Charleston, South Carolina, Mario. That's where I am from. Well, snow, I'm sure. If you watched my bus video, you'd see I went to a dumpster. From 90 to 50 overnight. Yeah, it's gonna do that. It's gonna do that here tonight. I would love to have some snow. Go ride the go-kart around in that shit. From Canaris. Not entirely sure where Canaris is, but okay. Hello. Oh man. Oh boy. A whole lot of nothing going on here today. My kitchen's a mess. Perhaps I should clean it tomorrow. But wait, I get to actually go to work. Well, we're going to find out tomorrow, Sherry. When I get done with work tomorrow, I should be done with work by like 11:30 at the latest. And I'm going to come home and get cleaned up, and then I'm going to drive over, and Grandma and I are actually going to ride the bus together. And then we're going to work on the notes that I took today about how long it takes to get from here to there, and how long you've got once you get off the stop. I got it because she's had a stroke, and she's starting to lose retention, so I'm going to have to make her a cheat sheet. But it should be good for her to ride. It really should. But I'm going to ride it with her tomorrow. Be another 2.5 hours of my life on a bus I'll never get back. But, hey, it'll be 2.5 hours I get to spend with Grandma. So, whatever's clever. Gotta scoop this over real quick. Drink pack. Yeah, and that's part of, since she got here, she moved here, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, I don't remember. She hasn't had a car since she's been here, and she's been reliant upon everybody else. Going into the slow season, I've got all the free time in the world, but problem is that my grandmother can't get in and out of my truck. And the missus can't drive a 5-speed, or I'd send the missus out in the truck and let me keep the Subaru, and I could haul grandma around that way, but it doesn't work like that. And I'm not driving an hour each way to take her to work and then go to pick her up. So my mother seems a bit possessive over her Kia. I want to say grandma, she was born in 34, so she is 84. 84. Let's see how this works. Never done this before. Hey, this is what I'm working on over here. Just spicy sausage, some potatoes. I'm going to add some peppers that I've got into those potatoes once the potatoes get good and crispy. Scrambled egg for the wife. You know, we have no plans for Halloween whatsoever. We don't go out on drinking holidays. The neighborhood does a Halloween festival every year. It's kind of neat. We might go walk around in, but it's kind of, I don't know, it'll be weird because my kid won't be there. We'll just be a couple of random adults walking around in it amongst the fall festival. Hello, Quiff. We shall see. Perhaps I'll bring out the go-kart, but the go-kart needs a little bit of work. Yeah, she's, well, still on her strike. McMinnville, Oregon, home of Howard Hughes Spruce Goose. Yeah, I'm not. Excuse me. I grew up not too far from there. A little town called Eureka, California. Go-kart's already fast enough. We don't go out for Halloween either. We enjoy all the kids coming here for candy. We usually have close to 50 or more every year. We get none. And that's the best part about Halloween. And when you live in a neighborhood that has a really big festival church on the corner, you get no trick-or-treaters. None. Because they're all up there at the festival. They close down the main drag. If anybody's seen the videos where I drive down that road, it's got the oak trees that go over the top of it. They block off that whole road for like a half a mile. And everybody trick-or-treats over there on that road. It's nice. You know, last year when we'd been hitting it big in the dumpsters with candy, we went up there with actually three 30-gallon totes full of like full-size things of Twizzlers. Like, we made everybody's day. Taters are getting crispy. Chocolate mint. Made it to your first video. What's up, fucker? Sorry, I keep stepping out of frame. Didn't, I don't know. I didn't feel like setting up the tripod today, and I can actually just set my phone on the handles for the cupboard, and it works. Working on taters and sausage. What was the deciding factor for the new camera angle? The kitty is good. I didn't feel like setting up the tripod because I got to move all my trash cans and shit around that are over here, and then try not to trip on it, and yeah. It's easier this way. And I'm not making anything spectacular. I'm sure you guys know how to make a breakfast burrito. Oh well. Mirror effect. you don't necessarily have to hit the like button unless you like it. Now we go back over here and see, the sausage is starting to get a nice little crust on the outside of it. I like my sausage to be burnt. That was last week, Sherry. The taters are starting to get good and crunchy. Now that Bubbles was going to use a axe thing, that was fucking, because my head was shaved for 15 years before I grew my hair out and I couldn't deal with it anymore. That was whatever day that was. The wife and I were riding around on bikes. Then again, if you're not in the Facebook group, you wouldn't have saw that short little video. I think that was Saturday, maybe Sunday. Uncooked taters. I like my taters to be damn near burnt, to be honest with you. But hey, they got to be good and crunchy for me to be into them. But it's just me. Yeah, actually, Bubbles is buying that three-wheeled bike. It was, my grandmother wanted me to sell that bike for her. These are taters and butter, but yeah, she wanted to use the money because I bought her that bike for Christmas and she never rode it. I made fried pot and burger, but now she never rode it because she can't physically get on the thing. So she asked me to sell it so we could get her a membership to the senior center, which is what inspired the bus ride and all that. But yeah, so Bubbles is going to buy that. He's going to buy that bike. I'm selling it to him for $200. $489 bike new, but I'm selling it to Bubbles for $200. Alright, sausage is getting close. He's going to give me $100, I think, next week. Yeah, he's getting a good deal. No, I've never found any thrown away. I found a tandem bike in the trash, but never a three-wheeler. Bell peppers to my potatoes. And I mean, hell, that bike I rode to North Carolina, that big Orange County Choppers bike, I found that thing on the side of the damn road, and that thing come out the garbage. Well, no, I take that back. As I was finding it on the side of the road, a scrap man was putting it in the back of his car, and I had to pay him $20 for that bike. But yeah. Found all kinds of bikes. I had to throw away about. I took all the pieces and parts that were usable, and I tossed the rest of them out for trash. Beef and egg noodles for dinner sounds delicious. 3 wheels allows him to haul around his gas can. Excuse me. Haul around his gas can and bags and stuff like that without having to tow a trailer behind his bike. So it'll be good for him because he doesn't drive. And to answer the how much is a bus ride around these parts ticket, it is $2. $2 to ride the bus. $2. Trailer stink, thank you. $3.25 there, huh? Hey, but aren't you in Canada, Cliff? Which makes your conversion rate a little bit different, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I'm sure that when Grandma starts riding it every day, we'll get her a bus pass. It's not an issue. But yeah, we'll get her a bus pass, but for now it's $2. We're talking about a trailer behind a bike, Jamie. Yeah, see, that's why it's $3.25, because that probably converts to about $2 American. And yeah, tandem bikes are like death. I got the one that I got out of the can't be making fun of the trailer park now. I got that one tandem bike. I went for a ride with Bubbles and let him do the lead. Not a good idea. Yeah. Not on Facebook. I usually only watch the dumpster videos. Well, there's other little videos and extras that pop up in the Facebook group, but that's entirely your choice. Entirely your choice. Pizza time. Yeah. The Nightmare Demon. I put some of this in the eggs for the wife. They put babies in those tandem things, not me. Spider-Man 2. Hey. Thanks for watching. Yeah, Ricky stopped by last night about 8 o'clock where we were watching an old Clint Eastwood movie on Netflix. He stopped by to a bum a smoke. Because he knows I won't give him alcohol or money anymore. Like I gave him 50 cents last week. That's about the extent of the... because I'm not contributing to that man's delinquency any further. I'll feed him. I've told him anytime you're hungry, I will feed you something. But I'm not contributing to that man's delinquency anymore because it's getting out of control. Not doing it. Like it's at the point where it's almost not tolerable after about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But surprisingly, he was somewhat with it last night when he stopped by. Oh, I was making a breakfast burrito, which is why I'm filming it from this direction, because it's nothing exciting. Absolutely nothing exciting. I'm sure everybody knows how to scramble an egg and put some potatoes and peppers and sausage in there with it. But yeah. Yeah. Only feed the man. He was getting a little too comfortable in my space, and I like my space. You know, I've told him if the fire pit's ever going, you know, you can come by and hang out as long as you're relatively sober and you're only drinking beer. But I don't like it when I wake up on a Sunday morning and he's asleep in my backyard because he's that comfy. So I kind of had to, I don't know, I sprayed him with the garden hose a while back. I think I talked about that in the last video. I was trying to pass out on my front porch and I wasn't having it after he peed on the side of my truck. Yeah. Not a fan. Old dog, new tricks, not usually. No, typically not. Typically not. Just waiting on the wife to get here so I can throw her eggs in the pan. I might actually cook the eggs ahead of time and then wrap the burrito up and put it on the flat top so that the cheese melts. But we'll see. Waiting on the frying pan to get hot. Do you know why he is the way he is? Well, if you knew the woman that he used to live with, who lives here in this neighborhood, that woman could probably drive the Pope to drink. To be honest with you, she is a fucking spawn of the devil, who is the most miserable woman I've ever met in my life. She never has a positive thing, one, to say about anything. She's always screaming and yelling. Well, he's got several kids, but they don't bother to see him. No, he'd have been a draft dodger if he were of that age. I don't think he's old enough, though. He's only 56. But he was never in the military. He's been a good old boy since day one, per se. Piece of shit. But yeah. There's good in him. But I want to say there's more bad in that man than there is good. So, if he's in a good mood, I'm going to keep him around. If he's going to show up and talk about how he hates his life and he wants to die, well, I'm not having that conversation with him. Because I've had that conversation where it's like, bro, do something about it. Don't complain to me about how shitty your life is if you're not ready to do something about it to change it. Yeah, he's 55. Motherfucker's younger than my mom. You know what I mean? My dad was 63 when he passed away last year. I mean, he didn't have the... My dad was a very interesting man, and he did not take the best care of himself, we will say. And he looked way better. Yeah, that's where I get all these looks from. Oh, man. He was waiting to die. Yeah, that shit's fucking annoying. Thankfully, I mean, my dad was a pretty... I mean, he was an asshole, but he was a nice asshole, if that makes sense. He was an asshole for a reason, kind of like I'm an asshole for a reason, you know? Well, my grandfather's been an alcoholic for fucking 60 years or something, and he's still... Kind of logic this makes, okay, is my mom's dad. He was well, still is, whatever, because he's still alive somehow, an alcoholic. And he's pushing 80, healthy as an ox. His son died of cancer to the liver and wasn't a drinker. The fucking irony of that shit, right? My uncle died, want to say, it'll be 12 years ago on my birthday coming up. Just a hell of a day to die. Like, thanks, Jim. You died on my birthday, fucker. But you can't control when you die unless you do it yourself. And he did not do it himself. Total boozer, lived to 95. Yeah, Grandpa died of liver cancer in 95. He would drink anything. Ah, fucking kerosene. Why? Oh. I mean, that shit's got to burn your asshole on the way out, wouldn't it? Oh. Kerosene. Didn't give a shit about anything. Wow. That takes not giving a shit about anything to a whole new fucking level. Like, that's a whole nother level of not giving a shit right there, buddy. I'm sure something had to have happened to cause that mindset, but fuck me, dude. That's yeah. Pulled over 40 times in 1 month. Yeah, I hope to not get pulled over that many times in my entire life. In the day, the 40s or 50s. And I want to say my grandfather probably... I've got 2 hours on a bus with my grandmother tomorrow. Perhaps I can ask her that. She'd talk about the drunk drivings he would get back in the 60s, where they would literally just like take your beer and then take you to jail let somebody come pick your car up and let you out in the morning and give you a $50 fine. Those days have since sailed. Depending on where you go, that's like a fucking $20,000 offense anymore. But I do believe Waylon Jennings had a song about that was another place and another time. Stole cars and didn't give two shits about the law. Alabama. Wow, my grandfather actually spent some time in Alabama in the late 70s. 3 times in Michigan to go to prison. I think that's federal now. I think they honestly treat the DUI system federally, like the 3 strikes you're out program. I could be mistaken though. Could be mistaken. Yeah, Alabama. Roll Tide and shit. Okay, had to get my sausage out of the sink. It was in a strainer. Different view of the kitchen. When's your live dumpster dive video coming out? Never. I've said that from the beginning. The cell phone service in the Charleston area fucking sucks. I won't do anything live unless I'm on Wi-Fi, because I don't want to look like 1986 TV and be all pixelated. Yeah, no. Not happening. Sorry. Like you do, I do good to make phone calls in this area and not drop a call driving around. Tuscumbia, Alabama. Never been. Driven through. Yeah, there was an empty dumpster today. Empty diabetes dumpster. It perhaps needs a new name, seeing as it's not paying off in copious amounts of high fructose corn syrup candy anymore. That dumpster was a completely different animal just a year ago. You know, maybe somebody got wise and saw my videos and stopped throwing shit away. I don't know. Couldn't tell you what happened. It's like 85, 6, 7 something today, but it's going to be like 67 tomorrow. Not sure what the metric equation is on that, but it's hot as balls today. So, like I said, I got a 2-hour, I'm going to do the bus again with my grandma tomorrow. Do you guys think I should film that? Film riding a bus with grandma. Film anything I do other than the back. Yeah, well, that wouldn't happen anyway, so wishful thinking. Oh, god damn it. Tortilla broke because I put too much shit inside of it. Let's try this again. I'm trying to make the perfect burrito for my wife and it's just falling apart. Oh, man. This means I have to actually touch the eggs. I don't know how people eat eggs. Absolutely disgusting. Let's try this again. Well, that is more eggs for you and less for me. What's up, Scott? Scott H. there, the local model car legend. I might actually, yeah, we're doing well, Scott. Thinking about liquidating my model car stash, because I haven't built anything really in like a year. I built a couple cars that fans sent me for my birthday, but otherwise I haven't built anything. And I'm thinking about liquidating the rest of my stash. I've yet to make that commitment to myself yet, or to my wife for that matter, because half of our upstairs bedroom is full of model kits, or the spare bedroom I should say. She wouldn't put up with that shit in our bedroom, but I have never found any 80s BMX parts that would require that there were actually some cool people that lived in Charleston. All I find are like beach cruisers and little kids' bikes and shit like that. Old model car of what my dad saved. Don't know anything about them. Have to take a photo and share it in the group. Absolutely, let me know. Love the video of the bike ride. Hey. At least somebody did, right? Got to see my wife from the backside. Bit of salsa. Don't all be talkative at once. The show is this weekend, that I know one of the vendors buys collections if you want to go that route. Yeah, but that's wholesale. Don't do Facebook, Mr. Jim. You want to know what else you missed, Patricia Russell, by not doing Facebook? Is a whole bunch of really whiny people trying to be political. So, don't feel bad, because it's literally all politics. Easy and bottom bracket to rebuild, one-piece cranks or sealed. Oh, I understand, dude. Them European bottom brackets suck. Yeah, no. Facebook, it's hard for me to refrain from commenting on some things. that I see on Facebook, because I grew up in Northern California, and everybody I grew up with is a flaming liberal, you might say. I mean, they're all for the, you know, amnesty at the borders and this and that and this and that. And I mean, I don't give a shit what your politics are. Just don't talk to me about it. You know, I don't know. I think lower taxes would probably be a good thing, but tell that to anybody who votes Democrat in California. Wife should be here. 58 Chevrolet Impala Coupe, probably AMT. Do the doors open? If the doors open, it's AMT. As a sealed kit, you can probably buy one mid-80s cast for about 20 bucks, give or take. As a built kit rebuilder, somebody probably give you like 6. Oh yeah, I try to put some shit out there that's supposed to be funny, but what's funny is that when it's supposed to be satirical politics, the people from that side, yeah, AMT Ertl, 58 Impala, I got one built on the shelf. When you try to put it out there and you're trying to be satirical about it, they take fucking offense to it. Oh my god. And I've never been called a Nazi. It's more in my life. There's mine. Kind of hard to see with the reflection. Maybe I'll take the lid off of it. That's what I did with my 58 Impala. Got a little homie standing next to it. You got the full detail on the bottom. I checked out the diabetes dumpster today. Yes, I was born in California. You'll have to go watch the bus video to find out what happened there. I actually went up there and didn't film it the other day, and I found a whole bunch of shit. Found a bunch of like lidocaine patches. Thank you, Scott. Especially considering it's an AMT kit. Hey, the AMT stuff has never been very easy to build. I got a handful of stuff in the 80s. Their Pro Street stuff was kick-ass in the 80s, but any of the AMT stuff you buy anymore has been cast so many times, and it's such a poor quality product that you can't, it's not buildable. I mean, you get to a point where you know your building level is here, but the best you can do is get it here. Yeah, that kit, there's a reason the doors are open, Scott. Because once you put paint on the doors, they don't close. But yeah, AMT, MPC, anything made by Round 2 anymore. Oh, absolutely. That kit was probably cast in like 1986. I mean, if it's an original issue of, well, I don't want to say an original. If it's an issue that more than likely was acquired within your lifetime, it was probably cast in the mid to late 80s. It'll have a copyright on the box. Probably like 87 or something. But any of the new issue stuff, it's not buildable. There's another kit that is very similar to that 58 Impala. That I want to say it's a 55 or a 56 Ford Fairlane. That's of the same era. That's not bad. Makes a good gasser model. Yeah. There you go. Back when they were like $3.79. You go to Hobby Lobby now, and regular price without coupon, they start at about 30 bucks. I'm not spending 30 bucks on 56. Yeah, Scott knows the kit. I started building it once upon a time and put it back in the box. I got quite a few of those. Yeah, $8.49. There you go. I think they reissued that kit recently, and it starts at like $35. I can only imagine the one made back then was hard enough to build. I can only imagine how difficult the one that was recently cast would be. The Revell monogram stuff is good. It's hard to say. The hobby is dying. Love the hat. The hobby is dying. I don't know that in 20 years if anybody, like, more than likely the model building hobby is probably going to be 90% dead by the time I'm Scott's age. Because it's like, damn, that's hot. I used to be able to get my kid to build with me, but she got up into a more difficult kit, and she didn't like. The fuck are you talking about? Take the crazy hat off. I would like to see the crazy drift away. Fucking YouTube, man. Full of goddamn weirdos. What's up, Jackson? I don't think about Mormon Jesus for a moment and give thanks for his many gifts like tacos. Last time I checked, and I lived in Arizona, quite near the Mormon temple. Last time I checked, there weren't very many Hispanic Mormons. They were pretty much all blonde hair and blue eyes. So I'd venture to say that Mormons didn't invent tacos, although they did invent a bullshit religion. Mormon Jesus is Mexican, right? What's up, Jackson? Tell me you're not a troll too. I need to go into town, finish watching later. I'll take a photo and share it with the group. Absolutely. What's up, Melinda Zeke? I just finished cooking and I'm waiting for my wife to get home, and I'm having a conversation with you fuckers is what I'm doing. X-Gaming Josh from the UK. So you're 5 hours ahead. It is 10:45 at night over there. You should be having a cold beer by now. Yes, indeed. Gotta have at least two, right? Shit. And there's my wife. Hello, dear.
Hi, honey, I'm home.
Peg Bundy has entered the building. I'm fucking 11. Well, you should probably not fucking swear or be in my chat. Absolutely not, Hex Rex. She doesn't go. She don't go on the camera. Anyhow.
Hello, hello.
There's that. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here for the evening. Thanks for chatting, hanging out, doing your shit. I got a really big breakfast burrito to go eat. Fuckers.